Hello, everybody, welcome back. And today we'll be talking about Dune 1 and Dune 2 at the same time. I watched the first Dune movie in 2021 and I was thoroughly disappointed. 2.5 hours later, and I have a cool world. That's it. There's no big action scenes, nothing really to grab onto because it's just really building up, and then bam, it ends, and whoops, part one of two. Why? This is one of the first movies of many movies recently to end abruptly, only to find out that it's actually split into parts. Indiana Jones, for example, the new Spider-Man movies, and Dune. How many years am I going to wait to see the next one? Don't care. I've suddenly lost all of my interest in this movie. So my initial reaction was that, sure, if this is the first movie, it's just a lot of world building, and the second one should be everything the first movie isn't. And then I watched it and I was disappointed again, but I don't want to spoil anything. People have been telling me how good Dune was. Dune 2 is so good. Dune 2 is the best science fiction movie I've ever watched. Obviously, that's a bit of an exaggeration. But anyway, rewind quickly. Dune started out as a book. Not just a book. It was one of the best selling science fiction books of all time. It's regarded as, I quote, a landmark of science fiction. So this is where I was misled to believe that Dune Part 2 would be good, because it can't possibly live up to the book. Let me get into detail. The director is Denis Villeneuve. I'm bad with names. Denis has created some monsters. Blade Runner 2049, Arrival, Prisoners, Enemy. Seriously, some good movies here. At least the ones I kind of know about, because he's done more, obviously. But he's good. The actors are also star-studded. Everyone obviously knows about Zendaya. She's basically the reason this movie got popular in the first place, I think, because of Euphoria and everything else following. Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet. Did I write that down wrong? Whatever. Timothy, that guy. Austin Butler. Batista. Christopher Walken. John Brolin. Surprised to see John Brolin. Maybe he was in the first one and I didn't remember, but anyway. Rebecca Ferguson. All of them are great. They're amazing actors. Alright, so I sit down. And I waited so long for Dune 2 that I forgot half of what it was in the first movie. But luckily they caught me up. Can I just say quickly? I started out with narration. Ew. Hate when that happens. So it stars Paul. And we meet Paul in the first movie, and his journey to take over the entire planet, basically, and harvest the valuable resources that's on it. Except for the inhabitants of the planet, like the people there, and the monsters there, like the giant worm thing, that definitely just want to kill him and all his people. So in Dune 2, he goes in and he learns the way of the people, which I actually enjoyed, because teaching him also teaches the viewers about the world. And he learns how to survive, he learns how to hunt and all those things. So all of the lessons, the build-up, the mediocre action scenes to reach the end of the movie. Paul wins a duel and claims some sort of throne over the universe, I guess. I wasn't really all queued up with that. And that's that. And he dropped Zendaya. They definitely banged. And he just chose this other princess in the end. You fucked up, bro. Look at how can you choose that over that? Like, you crazy. Yes, I'm definitely skipping out a lot of this movie, but it's 2 hours and 46 minutes. Give me a break here. I'm not taking notes throughout the whole time. I'm gonna be here forever, okay? I just have one problem with Dune. I don't have a problem with its length, but it was first a book before a movie. So apparently a long book is considered 500 pages or more. For science fiction books like this one, 900 pages is long, still long, but I mean, for science fiction it's apparently not that long. I'm not a book guy. But you can't really condense a book into 2 movies. Yeah, it was 2 movies, let's call it 3 movies. The Hobbit did it, Lord of the Rings did it, so why can't Dune do it? The visuals are stunning though, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna just call this movie crap for no reason. The world building is very impressive, the technology is awesome. I really dug that world, especially them trying to find water out of anything. I think it's cool. The giant worm things, dunes as far as the eye can see, and then he even describes it like how our oceans are just endless water, endless sand, bro. Like, it's crazy. And then the south region is a darker, more barren wasteland of a landscape. Even the black and white villains had like a black and white planet. I think I was so sick. And I wanted to see more of it, but all I got was Zendaya and Paul, just together. Obviously, a lot more happened, but there's so many random scenes, especially like for example on the black and white planet. They're building up to Austin Butler's character busy making an entrance in this movie, and there was so much happening there, and I wanted more. And then boom, it cuts to him now being in charge of the villain army, and that's that. You never learn about it again. I want to see more of the villains. I don't just want heroes, and then it cuts back to the villains. Oh, we can't defeat them. Dang it. And then back to it. I want to see more of everybody. And that's where I want to circle back to the book. Just because the book was good doesn't mean the movie also will be. The movie is lacking information that the book has. There should have been a series that told the story in a greater detail. Of course, it would be a limited series, because the book is limited. But apparently the Dune books got sequels and prequels, and it was a series of books. But anyway, the point here is that I just wasn't entertained. The giant worms were cool. The world was cool. But like the weird floating and flying stuff and the boring fight scenes is the real problem with Hollywood right now. Like all flash and no depth. You can't make two extremely long movies with nothing to grab hold on, you know? And especially since the book explored so many themes, apparently, and it was groundbreaking. And this movie, I couldn't see any of the groundbreaking stuff that they were talking about. Where's all that? It wasn't groundbreaking to me. So for the final review, I'll bundle them up into the Dune movies, and I'll rate the Dune movies 7 out of 10. I know that's pretty low for what everyone is rating super high. I think I looked it up, people rating it like 90%. Really, really high. So there was a lot of prophecy talk, political talk, my father this, your people this. But I was really digging deep, guys. I couldn't find deeper meaning, deep meaning here. The visuals are amazing. Just nothing else captured me, man. I don't know how to describe it. I was waiting for it to get mind-blowingly awesome, considering the amount of time I waited. And we shouldn't have waited from 2021 to 2024. We shouldn't have waited. It was too long. Especially something so long, I feel like I wasted my time. I don't care if I miss some deeper meaning. You can't waste a total of 5 hours of my time. And whoops, you missed some deeper meaning, you have to watch it again. Nope. I'd rather do an hour and a half and guarantee you'll either have a good time or a bad time. It might be the greatest cinema you've ever seen. No matter what, hour and a half, in and out, done. I like that. When did movies become so long? I feel like an hour and a half is plenty to tell a good story. And even though Dune was longer, because it was a book, because it was a 900-page book, Dune should have been longer. Make it 5 parts, make it a series, I don't care. There's not enough in the movies. That's all. Also, those nose things, I think they did mention how they work. The nose pipe things, it must be so uncomfortable to put those things in your nose. I can't remember if they were to put the water in your body back in your system or take the water out and reuse it. I can't remember the details because it's been so long since the first movie, but it must be so uncomfortable, man. Also, just on set with that shit in your nose, must be so weird. Anyway, I'm not in a desert, so I'm happy about that. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you want to see in the future. If you have any recommendations that I can review, I'm down for anything. Listen, Migration, I thought that would be, oh my god, an Illumination movie? Ew. But it was sick. So you guys have got my back. I trust you guys. Let me know. Let me know what to watch. Thank you and goodbye.